Well, fall is in full swing, which means falling leaves and football, but it's also the time of the year for flu and stuffy head and colds and body aches. And here to tell us how we can better prepare for this cold and flu season is pharmacist Amy Lynn Safety. Thank you for being here this morning.
Thanks so much for having me.
Well, you know, you can hear I'm a little congested here as well. So what are some of the signs that we're looking for when we're going into this season? And, you know, I've obviously got stuffy head. So what do people need to pay attention to?
Yeah, so if you have a cold, you might have symptoms like you're experiencing yourself right now with congestion, headache, even sometimes a runny nose, feeling tired, kind of worn down. But when it comes to the flu, those symptoms are intensified and usually coupled with body aches and a fever, usually coughing. So there's definitely a big difference between a typical cold and the actual flu. So now is a good time of year to make sure we're taking extra good care of ourselves, getting enough sleep, eating right, and drinking enough water, staying hydrated.
That's all so important. Now, you mentioned a toolkit. What do we need to have in our home so we're ready when this kind of thing strikes?
So before we stock our home, we want to make sure we protect ourselves from the inside out by getting a flu vaccine. So getting your flu vaccine is one of the best ways to keep both yourself and your family healthy this cold and flu season. And the CDC recommends that everyone ages 6 months and older get that vaccine every year. But when it comes to having things in the house, I always like to have a couple of my staples in my medicine cabinet are things like pain relievers, fever reducers, nasal decongestants, and of course, electrolytes. I always want to have a few things handpicked at home. That way, if you do start feeling not so great, you don't have to first go out and buy something. That way you can start feeling better.
Well, so many of us have, you know, a box of or a cabinet of medicine. How concerned should we be if we haven't used them in a couple of years about the expiration dates?
So when it comes to medications and their expiration dates, yes, they matter, but not in the same way that you would think of some things in your refrigerator. It's not like sour milk or moldy cheese, but when medications expire, they do get less effective. So that's the biggest thing is you want to make sure when you're feeling sick, you have something that's actually going to help you and make you feel better. So now's a good time to go through those medicine cabinets or those drawers and check those expiration dates and do a little bit of a refresh and buy something new for the season.
Well, we see when we're shopping, as I have been recently, we see the name brands we hear advertised, and we also see the store brands. Can you compare those two?
Yeah, so the store brands and like especially the CVS brand, they have to go through the same testing as the leading national brand. So they are just as safe and effective. It's the same recommended testing recommended by the FDA. So these brands are going to be the same thing for you, except cheaper. So you'll get that same relief and not have to worry about spending some extra cash. So what's nice with the updated formatting for our CVS brand products is nice, clean labeling so you can easily see what you need for yourself and for the entire family.
So can you send our viewers to a website where they can learn more during this cold and flu season?
Yeah, if viewers want to learn more, they can visit CVS.com or pop into their local CVS pharmacy.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you so much.
And we'll be back with more local lifestyles right after this. Stay with us.